Hello, Jays fans. Justin Strickland back here again. Going to do my second video. So, thank you so much for the awesome response to the first one. Kind of new at this, obviously. 2 videos, have no background, no graphics, none of that fancy things. Maybe if this goes well, hopefully, this is something that we can do and sort of up the ante on in the future. So, what I wanted to talk about today was the situation at shortstop with the Blue Jays. So we have Bo played awesome last season, and I think really the only thing that they were worried about at shortstop wasn't the offensive output, but rather the defensive output. The Jays were one of the lowest teams in all of baseball, and really this caused them some significant, I don't want to say setbacks in the 2020 season, but it was certainly something that the Jays knew that they would have to address moving forward. Now, Bo has said, I want to stay at short. That's where he wants to be. But I also believe Bo's the type of player, not that I know him personally, but from everything that I read, that's happy just to be in the lineup and producing. And I believe that he would shift over to third. That being said, though, if he is going to shift over to third, it's going to have to be a significant upgrade for the Jays to make that happen, to really move him over there. So who do we see at shortstop? Well, everybody's going crazy about Lindor. Trade for Lindor. I'm a little bit skeptical about that. Not about Lindor's skills, not about what he could bring to the Blue Jays, but really about gutting out our farm system again, kind of like we had to do back when acquiring David Price and Troy Tulowitzki. Not that that didn't go well during the 16 season, but do we really want to go through that again? Dumping maybe Jordan Groshans or Momoa from the minor league system, not something that I certainly would want to do for 1 year of Lindor. Another interesting thing about Lindor is he kind of had a little bit of a, I don't want to say a downstep last season, but last season certainly wasn't comparable to the previous seasons with Lindor. Now, maybe that has to do with the COVID, with only playing 60 games, but if I was going to be selling my farm for one season of Lindor, I want to make sure that I'm getting the best out of him. I think he had a WAR of just under 1 last year, and that's actually more in line with some of the other shortstops that are actually available via free agency. And this is what I wanted to talk about today because you have Didi. Everybody's getting excited and kind of stressing towards Didi. Now, Didi had a WAR of 0.6 and was just under 300. And I mean, Didi's a monster as well. Certainly not quite where Lindor is, but certainly somebody that's going to bring you some production on there. Now, he's also going to want probably a multi-year contract that's something significant. And again, is this something that the Jays really want to invest in? That leads me to option C, where I really think the value is going to be this year. And that's with Andrelton Simmons. If I mispronounce his first name, apologies. He made $15 million last year with the Angels. Original player coming up through the Braves, through the Angels. I think he's been in the majors since 2012. Had an off year last year, and I know I said that with Hap as well in my previous post, but he still had a WAR above 0. He is a defensive god. He is one of the most premium defensive shortstops that you're going to see out there. Think Troy Tulowitzki back in the prime without the ankle injuries. And this goes into the other thing with Simmons is he did have some significant ankle injuries over the last couple of years. So it really makes you wonder how many years and how much money do the Jays really want to invest? And here's what's really interesting. I think Simmons, and I believe this thoroughly, that he's going to get a 1-year deal, maybe 2. And I think he would bite at the bit to be an opening day, everyday starter in the lineup. And that's something that the Jays could provide. I think they could get him around 8 to 10 million on that 1-year deal. And the nice thing about this is it allows the Jays to actually reinvest in Lindor because he's going to want to explore that free agent market come 2022. So we could end up getting Lindor in 2022, have Simmons for 2021, and not deplete any of our minor league system, which I really like. Another nice thing about Simmons is he is the type of player that's going to have an impact in your clubhouse. Great leadership, great personality. People and players who've worked with Simmons in the past just can't say enough about this guy. Had a batting average that was actually a little bit higher than his previous years. Last year, around 297. So he's not going to be your, offensive guy that's going to give you 20 home runs a year. but he's going to be a solid person in that lineup. Certainly an improvement over what the Jays had in 2020, and really getting back to that defensiveness that the Jays have sort of been lacking. So for me, if it's shortstop in 2021, I'm Simmons all the way. I wouldn't risk emptying out or gutting everything for 1 year of Lindor. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to gut out my minor league system for an awesome starting pitcher, which is something I'll get into in my next blog. Thank you again so much for listening to me ramble. I don't know why anybody would, but I appreciate that you do. I guess I'm supposed to say something like hit subscribe and like and all those things, so I really hope you do. And as I said, this is only my second post, so I really hope over the next couple vlogs and as I get going here, I'll be a little bit more concise, clear, and any tips or feedback that people have, please lay them on me. I'm here to learn. So stay safe, enjoy baseball, and have a great day, guys. Talk to you soon.